Hello, everyone. My name is Tracy L, and I am a candidate in District 1 for City Council in this wonderful city of South Fulton. I am in my home office as we speak, and I am looking online and reading a lot of information and questions that you guys have regarding getting to know the candidates. Well, with the number of candidates that we have and the grounds that we cover, it's really hard for you to get that one on one contact with us. I'm a grassroots campaigner. I am a first time campaigner, and I like to do my own canvassing. So I'm making my way around to everyone as soon as I can. But in the meantime, I felt like it would probably be good for me to let you know a little bit about myself, and my qualifications and my experience. I am a graduate of Bethune-Cookman College. I graduated in the class of 1991 from Bethune-Cookman College as a Bachelor's of Science Business Administration major. I am number 7 of 8, born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, moved to Atlanta in the year of 2006. Wanted to make a change, wanted my son to have opportunity to be around more people like him, because the environment I came from prior to being here, which was Orlando, it wasn't a whole lot of African Americans, and I did want him to have that experience as I had growing up as a child. So I fell in love with Atlanta, and in 2006 we moved here, and we moved into Regency Hills. When I was looking for a place, I located Regency Hills, and I was amazed at the beauty and the whole environment. It was a family environment, and as a single mother, the minute I saw it and I saw the people that were around and I saw the children out there, I knew it was a place that I could come and raise my son in a safe manner. That was in 2006. As a single mother, I raised my son. He is now in medical school at the University of Southern California, Keck School of Medicine. He was a graduate of Westlake High School. When we moved here, he was a student at Sandtown Middle School. I am very appreciative of the school system here. I believe that as a parent, as a citizen, it's our responsibility to ensure that our children receive a quality education. And as a single parent, I don't think there's an excuse for us not having the ability to do that. A little bit about my business background. I'm very resourceful. I love learning. I have a thirst for knowledge. So as a result, I would say I successfully launched 4 businesses of my own in my adult career. As a entrepreneur working with minimal resources, and I pride myself on saying that because I successfully launched 4 businesses, and during my time as an adult, it not only provided income for myself, it also allowed me the opportunity to employ several people as a result of my efforts, as well as on a minimal income. If you've heard me speak, I'm very cost conscious. I feel that, for me, we should be able to support the things that we choose to support. That's probably one of the catalysts for me running. When we're in a new city, we're looking at new developments, we're looking at new infrastructures, we're looking at a lot of new things. But when you are a single parent, I mean, my son is in med school now, but there are still several single parents out there, and there are several families who are still having financial struggles to meet ends meet. We cannot go into a city obligating the constituents to debt. So that is probably one of the reasons I felt that I would choose to run, because I feel like I'm that resident. I'm that resident that has had a great life, had a great opportunity in life, but I also have had struggles in life, and I understand that when you want to support something, you support it and you give your financial endorsement. You are not here to support other people's wish list. So that is probably one of the catalysts for me running in this particular election, to ensure that as a new city, that we will decide as constituents what we want to endorse, what we want to promote, and what we want to pay for as a result of all of the decisions we make as a city. So I stated that I was an entrepreneur. I launched 4 businesses. I have also been in corporate America. When I graduated in 91, I was immediately hired from an internship into the insurance industry, of which I stayed in the insurance industry as a corporate employee until 1999, of which 1999 I launched my own business. And from there, it's pretty much history. I've launched 4 businesses that were launched successfully. And again, very much grassroots on a limited budget, but I was able to employ many people, and many people benefited from the results of my decision making. My community service. Well, growing up, we did community service, but we didn't know it was community service. I came from a family of 8. I mean, my mother was the neighborhood place to go. So when she would do things, she always involved the community. But, being, from Jacksonville, Florida, and being used to seeing that type of gathering, I didn't realize that my mother was providing a community service to the people. I just thought it was what you do. So as I got older, it transcended. I've been involved. I'm a member of AKA. When I first got out of college, I immediately went active, and I've been active ever since, 26 years this year. And our sole purpose is to serve the community. But not just withstanding that, it exceeds beyond that. I've chaired economic committees. I've been on boards of private charter schools in the city of South Fulton and Fulton County. I have served on the South Fulton Advisory Board. I serve on the Justice Reinvestment Board. I am very involved in the demographic that I serve, which presently that is my AIM program. It's AIM LLC. It's an acronym. It's too long to say right now, but the intent of my program and the catalyst for it was because I saw the injustices of incarcerated people that are really trying to do something with their life. My brother was a muse for the program. I'm number 7, he's number 8, and he was kind of like my child. But I started the AIM program because when my brother got out of incarceration of 21 years, there was actually nothing there that promoted his independence. We talk about the recidivism rate, and we talk about Georgia, and we talk about the crime that we're having. There's causality to a lot of it. And then some of it is just blatant disrespect for people, their properties, and their whole existence. So you have a variety of reasons that crime is committed, but there are some people who choose to make a better decision if they have the opportunity. As a result, I decided to do the AIM program. I stated that I launched 4 businesses with limited income. AIM was no different. Started with $1,500 and a lot of ambition and aspiration to be a change in the community, to be a part of lessening the recidivism, meaning, giving people an option to look at their life and decide that if I just change this, or if someone just directed me here on this, I could possibly live without reoffending. And that's my sole purpose of AIM. I'm one of the 4 programs that has operated in Fulton County for a number of years, and I am the one program that is not owned by a lawyer or a government entity. I am a single person. And in determination as I am, I actually marketed that program, and I was given an opportunity based on my tenacity, my research, and my studies that are proven practices, evidence-based practices. I was able to be a part of the Fulton County system, and I love what I do. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, and that's what I do. My community involvement and my activity extends in my sorority, of which I'm the business manager for my chapter. And in my community, which I am very active in ensuring that my clients who are Fulton County residents, and many of them are South Fulton residents, making sure that they give back. They have a requirement. I have a mandatory 40 hours of community service, and I don't really care what type of community service as long as they are serving for the good of the people. I am a big advocate of that. I just want to give you a look into me from a personal standpoint. No, this is not a video that was done by a professional. I don't think that the message has to be presented that way, but I do want you to know who I am. I'm very passionate when I speak. You know, if you've heard me, I think you can see the passion in it, but I do try to realize that there's reasonableness in anything. My sole purpose in running for office is to have someone who's going to be very clear, very transparent, and honest. I think we have 11 candidates. We may have 10 now. We all are human. We all have faults in some capacity, but honesty is important. When you're looking at qualifications, there are some very impressive resumes, I'm sure. But you know what? There should be a footprint on all the things you see. If you look at my history, if you look at my websites, if you look at my pages and my Instagram, I believe that learning through other people's experiences, or in some cases mistakes, are the best lessons. It's not necessarily that they have to be through you. So I pretty much have a footprint and a storyboard of my life. There are some people who take that information and use it however. There is nothing that I'm ashamed of. I am a great mother. I am a great business owner. I am a great friend. I am a great soror. And I have many people who will attest to that. But because I'm the type of person, I think that you need to know me. I don't need anyone to come on and to basically tell my story. I like to tell my story myself. So with that being said, I hope that this video was very helpful to you. I am still out canvassing. If I have not made your door, it's not through, put it to the physical abilities and the ground that we have to travel, and not to my heart. I truly would love to meet all of you in some form, shape, or capacity. And I am still striving. We have probably about maybe 7 or 8 days till the election, and hopefully I'll be knocking at your door. If you open it, it'll be wonderful. You get a Tootsie Roll from Tracy L. That's part of my campaign. There are 11 candidates, and it's hard to remember the name, but if I give you one of my favorite candies, which happens to be a Tootsie Roll, no one ever forgets a good Tootsie Roll. With that being said, I'm going to close this out. Don't want it to be longer than it has to be, but I would love for you to get an opportunity to see it and learn more about me. My websites are www.electtracyrolle.com, and my business websites are www.aime4change.com and tracyrolle.com. You can find information about me there. I am on LinkedIn. I have not updated my LinkedIn page since election, so what you see is what was there before. I am a strong believer in positivity. As you can see behind me, I have my wall. This was here. It's been here for a while. I do leadership. That's leadership backwards. And then I have love and work. These are examples of people who work together and love together. You have Coretta Scott King, and you have Michelle Obama with their spectacular, heroic men. And then we have what I call my icons, which these are my icons, meaning that, they've passed, they've left us, but they left a footprint. And as part of my legacy, whether it's as your city council rep, or it's just as a friend, is for you to know that I always do what I say I do. I never make promises I can't keep. I'm very well researched, and I always make myself a part of the change that I wish to see. Not what anybody else wishes to see, but what I wish to see. And as your elected official, I will make one promise, and that's the only promise you're going to get from me. And that promise is that I'm always going to tell you the truth.